Airports is another area which is expanding rapidly in the GCC countries. You might have started hearing more and more about the airlines in the region. They are quite famous these days. They are expanding a lot in a time when many other airlines in the world is struggling, especially the Emirates out of Dubai, Qatar Air, or Etihad, which is from Abu Dhabi, which is not maybe as famous as the two first one, but it has won the World Travel Awards as the leading airline 2 years in a row. The regional airline or the GCC airlines are growing for two reasons. There, of course, there's a solid domestic demand, especially out of Saudi Arabia. A lot of people travel out of the country a lot. But also now, or especially for the Emirate ones, is basically due to their international success. The Emirates, of course, is home to the biggest airlines in the region, and Dubai is also the biggest airport. Nobody's really going to sing any praises for the national flag carrier from Saudi Arabia, Sadia, or the cheaper airline Nas, which also is from Saudi. Anyway, you can never really not take Saudi Arabia as part of the picture due to the enormous amount of pilgrims who have to fly in and out, and because it is the by far biggest domestic market. Out of 37 major airports in the GCC, 30 of them are in Saudi Arabia and the Emirates. This increase in traffic has led to a situation where capacity at the airports is at critical 115% at the GCC as a whole. Traffic has increased roughly with 10% per year in the last couple of years. That is a lot. Again, from Kuwait Financial Center, they have estimated roughly there will be 104 billion US dollars invested in airports in the next coming years. I'm going to give you three examples, which are the ones, the big red dots on the map. First, they're building a new Doha airport. Doha is the capital of Qatar. Basically, I made the red dot so big that it almost covers the whole country, but it should be easy to find on the map. Phase 1 should be done by January 2012, with Phase 2 ready by 2015. When Phase 1 is ready, they'll have a capacity of roughly 29 million passengers per year, and by 2015 that will be increased to 50 million passengers per year capacity. I've read some sources who said they're going to keep on expanding it up to as high as 93 million. I don't know. I'll take that with I wouldn't put too much stock in that statement, but at least I've read it a couple of places actually. 93 million though would be very, very big. Dubai Airport. Dubai, of course, as I said, was the biggest. It is the world's 12th busiest so far, and that was in 2010. It had 29 million passengers. In 2008, Terminal 3 opened, tune of 4.5 billion US dollars. There are currently many expansions underway. You'll have Concourse 3 will open soon. Have the part exclusive for the new Airbus A380, as the new largest airplane in the world. It requires many airports that want to use that plane have to expand existing infrastructure just to use to the size of it. Terminal 2 is being expanded. Plans for a Concourse 4 was revealed in May 2011. All in all, if all these projects are developed, capacity is estimated to be as high as 90 million passengers per year when all is said and when all is finished. Of course, as an estimate, and that I believe is a high estimate also. We have the in Saudi Arabia, the King Abdulaziz International Airport in Jeddah. Again, remember, I said Jeddah is where people land when they're going on a pilgrimage. The airport there is being upgraded. The Saudi Bin Laden Group, which is one of the major construction companies in the region, last year won the SAR $27.1 billion contract. 3 new terminal buildings and an 80 million target capacity is supposed to be ready by 2014. It's also being made accessible for the A380 by upgrading existing runways. It will be linked now, of course, to the high-speed railway system, which I talked about, the red line in the previous slide, the Harmain. Of course, with the increase of airports and air traffic, we'll need more planes for the airlines. I want to quote these sources from Airbus and Boeing. I believe they're interesting to see because it shows that it's not just, local governments are saying, oh, we're gonna have so many traffic or so many passengers in the future. It also means that the big international airline or aircraft producers also believe in it. Um, Airbus said that within 2028, the fleet of aircrafts in the GCC would grow by 300%. Sorry, I'm not exactly sure what they used as year zero for that claim. I think that's 2 years ago they said that. Boeing has said they're expecting to sell 2,300 new planes within 2029. Recently, we had the Dubai Air Show. There was a strong showing there. There was. I am sorry, but I was just interrupted there. I'm going to try to pick up where I was. I was talking of the strong showing at the recent Dubai Air Show. Um, there were quite a massive spending program on new aircrafts reported by Emirates Airlines. It should be noted that many of the European airlines these days are worried by the growth of the GCC airlines. They also claim they're getting unfair government subsidy. It has actually already triggered a small diplomatic war between Canada and the Emirates. There is one last construction issue I would like to discuss with you. It is not really doesn't belong actually anywhere. It's maybe it belong more in the housing section. But anyhow, the holy city of Mecca is being upgraded. The mayor recently announced a 100 billion SAR, that is 26 billion US dollars program on implementing infrastructure and housing projects in the holy city of Mecca. Anything that happens in Mecca is of course quite special because of Mecca's importance in the Islamic world. The infrastructure projects include the construction of road, public areas, open areas, roads, streets. Basically, it's a whole makeover of large parts of the city. And they're also rebuilding some of the holy mosque as well. And with that, I conclude this section. Thank you for listening, and please follow us to section 7, education and the labor market.